What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of the Idea Log. So today's idea I have for you, I'm going to show you how to get more done in a day, and it's only going to take two things. One, a place to sit or lie down, and two, a timer. Now this trick right here, quick story, when I was filming Method, I had to lose 40 pounds in 3 months, and in order to do that, I was also working a job at a restaurant. So I had to work an 8-hour shift at a restaurant, maybe longer, and then get off, and then still somehow conjure up the energy to go to the gym and work hard for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, up to 5 hours towards the end of it. And there was no way that I could have possibly done that if I didn't do what we're gonna talk about today, which is basically a cat nap or a mental walk, a walk for your mind. That is all it is. It's all about just silencing your mind for 20 minutes. You can do it in 10, it's better if you do it in 20, but that's all it is. We talked yesterday about how every day you're going through your life and you start making breakfast and shaving, and then you go shopping and someone cuts you off, and all these things that happen to you towards the beginning of the day. It's like you're opening up internet browser tabs and applications and programs on your computer, and you can only open up so many before your brain starts to get bogged down, before your computer starts to get bogged down. And so this idea is all about how to close those. You have to close these applications manually because they will not close themselves. And it's very apparent once you start this process. So all you have to do, I do this 4 to 5 times a week right now. I've been doing it consistently for the past year. I've been doing it not as consistently for the last 5 years. I originally picked this idea up from my swim coach in high school, and all it is you find a place to sit or lie down. Do not lie down on a bed. Lie down on the floor, on a yoga mat, on a towel. I will go to my car sometimes. I will sit back. I will take off my shoes. I will recline the seat, and I will sit in the driver's seat, and I'll take out my phone and I'll say, Siri, count down 20 minutes from now. And then I'll put it on airplane mode. And then for the next 20 minutes, I'm trying not to think about anything. Now here's the trick. You can't do this. It's impossible. You can't not think of something. Your mind wants stimulation. It craves stimulation. It wants to think about things. Daniel Dennett, the philosopher, talks about how consciousness is like the spotlight of attention. And all these neurons in your brain want to have the spotlight. They want to be on stage. And so nowhere is this ever more apparent than when you try to not think about something. You can't do it. It can't be done. And so that's where people, when they talk about meditation, really fail. You cannot, they should call it trying to meditate if they're going to call it something, because you never actually get there. You don't get anywhere, right? That's not the idea. The idea is closing the apps. So you're going to lie down, you're going to sit down, you're going to lie down on the floor, and the first thing that's going to happen is a thought's going to come into your head, and you're going to notice it, and you're going to say, oh well, peace. Use a mantra, you can use that one, and just, you see the thought, you recognize it, and you say, I'm not going to think about you right now. Oh well, peace. And then you send it away. And then about a half second later, another thought's going to come into your head. And you're going to be like, damn, why am I thinking about this? And then you're going to, oh well, peace. And then another thought's going to come in. And as you do this, 2 minutes goes by, 3 minutes goes by, 4 minutes goes by. It starts to get a little bit easier. And then by about the 10 to 12 minute mark, you're probably going to fall asleep. You're probably going to fall asleep for about 3 minutes tops. Something like that. And then the timer goes off. And it will blow your mind how much better you're going to feel, because it sounds like nothing. What can 3 minutes of sleep do for me? But it will do something for you. And this is useful because, yesterday, for example, I hit a wall writing, and I was tired, and it was 5 p.m. I couldn't reach for a coffee. It was way too late in the day. So, and I didn't want to stop the writing session and go to the gym and work out my stress that way. So I was like, okay. And I was thinking, I was like, I don't have time. I want to just write. I don't have time to go sit in my car for 20 minutes and do this. But it works. It works. So I sit in my car, I recline the seat, and the way that you get into this is very simple. So basically what you're gonna do is, shoes off. You're gonna flex your feet as hard as you can. Whenever I start this mental walk, I always flex my feet as hard as I can for about 5 seconds, and then let it go. And then the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna flex my calves and my feet. So I'm gonna flex my calves, flex my feet as hard as I can, and then and the idea here is you're gonna work up muscle group by muscle group until you're flexing your entire body, and you're just trying to get rid of that muscle tension. All the tension from the day and the emotions you're going through, you're just gonna like flex it and then release. And so then next I'm gonna do my thighs, my quads, my calves, and my feet. So and then next I'm gonna do my abs. I'm gonna do my abs, my thighs, my quads, my calves, my feet. Flex it really hard, get it going, and then let it go. Next, we're gonna do chest, we're gonna do abs, we're gonna do quads, we're gonna do calves and feet all at the same time. And then last, we're gonna do arms, so shoulders, biceps, forearms, hands, fingers. We're gonna flex it all, so everything from the neck down. Give it a good stretch for about 5 seconds, and then relax. And when you relax, when you let out that breath, you just melt into your chair, into your seat, into the floor. And then next, you're gonna do face, scalp. You're gonna do everything down. Face, scalp, shoulders, arms, chest, abs, quads, legs. And that right there, once you start that right there, that's when you start the oh well piece. And you just, any thought that comes in your head, see it, recognize it, wave hello, hug it, and then goodbye. Let it go. I'm not forgetting about you forever. I'm not thinking about you right now. Let it go. When people teach meditation, they talk about your consciousness being like a puppy, right? And the puppy wants to go look at this, and it wants to go over here and smell this, and it wants to go over here. And every time you just take the puppy on a leash, no, come back over here, rein it back in, and then for a second, oh well, peace. And then it's gonna go, oh, I wanna go over here, And then you just, you won't be able to think about nothing. It's impossible. But the act of reining it back in and relaxing it is just like relaxing your muscle. It's like getting a massage. And when you do this for your own mind, it closes the applications, the background processes happening in your mind. And once that happens, it frees you up. And I really cannot stress this idea enough. It is the most important idea that I could possibly ever share with you, because everything that ever has happened to you or will ever happen to you, everything you've ever thought of, heard of, it all happens in your mind. It all hinges on this muscle in our head, and we need to relax it once in a while, and this is how you do that. So that's my big idea for today. I hope you guys are liking and subscribing and sharing the videos, and thank you again. I hope this works for you. It has worked for me. So I will see you tomorrow.